Alright guys, so this week for my Super Sweet Sunday, I'm playing Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. And basically I played an hour yesterday and an hour and a half today to get my impressions on what I think about the game. And in the chat, in my stream, my live stream, the number one question I got was, so far, what do you think compared to the first 2 to 2.5 hours of Legend of Zelda? Or how do you compare this to Legend of Zelda? Or what do you think of this game overall? I would say this game is a lot of fun. You can play it in pieces. So let's say like, oh, I only have an hour to do this. Can I play this game? Or I only have 30 minutes to do this. Can I play this game? I only have 15 minutes to do this. Can I play this game? The answer is yes. You could spend 15 minutes and make 3 or 4 minor things happen in the game and then save, and you'll be just fine. Yeah, you can get a lot done in a little bit of time playing this game. So there's that really has it going for it. Just like Zelda does, it's really good. But as far as the gameplay goes, with it being fun and everything, it's great. You can do this piecemeal stuff, but it just doesn't have the same feel to me as Zelda does. To me, Zelda is feels like a more complete, cohesive game, and this is just like Mario's running around in this quest to find Power Moon so he can follow Bowser and Peach around until something happens, and he's beating up these wedding planners, and the story feels very not cohesive. And Breath of the Wild, the story doesn't have to feel cohesive, I think, because it's just like, all right, Link, you're going to go find Ganon and kill him. And that's it. And you can go about however you want to do it. But I feel like this game doesn't have that story cohesion. The gameplay is super fun. The only thing that I really have a problem with is a little bit of the controls with the bullet bill. I still am getting used to those. They make sense, but I feel when you control something like a bullet bill, it needs to turn, when you press left, it needs to turn to the left, and when you press right, it needs to turn to the right. But really, it can just change direction based on what direction you move the analog stick. So that's the only thing I've really found. The swim mechanics are really great. At the very end of my stream, if you go to like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something, you're going to see me doing some parts of the lake stage. Got through 3 stages, not completely, but got through 3 stages, and the lake stage swimming, you'll see how really, really easy it is. So I was really impressed with that. You can take control of a lot of things. There's some really neat mechanics, but I just don't feel like the game as a whole is as cohesive as Legend of Zelda. There's some really neat things. There's some things definitely that have made me laugh. It definitely feels like a Mario game. It's a great game. And maybe it's because I already like Zelda more than Mario as a series, that maybe I'm a little bit biased. I definitely think this is an A+ game, but, if I were going to review Zelda, I would give it 100%, and this game feels like more between a 95 and 100. Not saying it's a bad game, because it's definitely a great game so far, 2.5 hours in, but I really feel like Legend of Zelda is a little bit better. We talked in the chat about the different games this reminded us of, and it goes between 2D scenes and 3D scenes that remind me a lot of Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, where you kind of get flattened out into 2D and you have to jump through an old Mario level, just like Mario 1 for the NES type levels. Then there's like the collection aspect that makes it a lot like Banjo-Kazooie as well. And then there's a lot of aspects to it, like the game doesn't hold your hand or tell you where to go to find these Power Moons. It's a lot like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this game, and it has a lot of those good nostalgic moments. So if you like Banjo-Kazooie, if you like Breath of the Wild, if you like the original Mario, those kind of things are all in there. They do really reinvent Mario by being able to take control of different objects. You definitely can't take control of as many objects as like what I had pictured in my head going into it. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be Mario. So the game is actually better than what I thought it would be, because I thought it would just be kind of a mess of like, you can control everything. And there's a lot you can control, but it's done in moderation. I think that makes it worthwhile. So anyway, that's kind of like my overall review of the game. If you'd like to see the game, just keep watching. I have 2.5 hours worth of gameplay footage. I've got some timestamps in the description, so if you want to skip to a certain part of the game, if you don't want to see parts of the tutorial, or especially the beginning part is more or less like the story, you can just click those down in the description and you'll get to where you want to go. So thanks for watching this video and supporting Royal Syrup Gamer. Hey everybody, I'm doing Mario Odyssey today for my live stream, and then tomorrow I'll do another hour. So I'll have 2 hours of live stream, and I'll be able to give you a good review after that. The game says you should use the Joy-Cons for your controller scheme, but I'm using the old Pro controller. So as I go along, I will try to show you what's going on because I know there is a lot of like movements where you have to like move the controller up, like flip it up, or like move it around in a circle and stuff. So I'll try to make sure I have that going. So if I do something, you can see what it is, etc., etc. So anyway, thanks again for tuning in. I just got over 100 subscribers this week, so that's awesome. Thanks so much. I've just gained quite a few in the last 2 days, so I'm really excited about that. So I've actually not played any of this yet by myself, so whatever you're seeing with me is my first impressions of the game, like actually my first impressions. So yeah. So everything you see is what I'm, my first impression of the game as well. I have watched someone play it for about a half hour, and I've seen 2 different other YouTubers play it, but other than that, it's all going to be new to me. So the story seems pretty much the same as always, which is Bowser stealing Peach, and he's going to marry her because, of course, that's what he's going to do. I don't think he understands, Peach just isn't that into you. But anyway, this whole game revolves around this friend of Mario's named Cappy, and we'll meet him here. I'm sure we'll meet him in a minute, but he's on the cover. If you look over at the little box art on the left side, he can basically take control of things by basically you throw it on someone's head or something's head and you become that object. So this is definitely the tutorial part of the game. So like I said, I've not played any time of this. So still got the triple jump there. Still got the long jump. I figured that out already. So it controls a lot like the other 3D Marios. Let's see. Still does the backflip. Still do the side jump. So it looks like all the controllers are still the same as like as far as the jumping, the controls are very similar to Mario 64. And the camera feels better, of course, because that camera was horrendous if you played it. So you know it's better than that. The Cap Kingdom. Oh. Cappy's sister, whoever that is, got captured too. Oh no. Oh, that's sad. No, Mario looks sad too. Watched a video, it's been a couple months ago now, of the guy that does Mario's voice. His name is Charles Martinet, I think. And just watching him use Mario's voice, just like playing video games with his nephew, who I think was like 14 or something. He was like using the Mario voice, and it was really funny. So you might want to look that up. I think, like I said, it's Charles Martinet. All right, so there, Cappy transformed himself. I'm sure they're going to show us how to use Cappy here in a few minutes. So you throw with Y. All right. All right. Well, you throw Cappy on the posts, they explode into coins. You can also shake it to throw. Let's see how that works. There it is. I know there's a couple of things you can't do with playing in handheld mode. You can't do a couple of the moves without like actually having Joy-Cons. I don't know if that's true about the Pro Controller as well, or not. So anyway, hopefully these first 2 hours of the game today and tomorrow, which I'll post tomorrow afternoon, will give you a good impression of what the game really is. Let's see. Is this going to give me a big tutorial? Oh yeah, I don't want to look through this. Of course, there's plenty of stuff that you can't use Cappy on as well. Like if you've seen the previews, you can't use the you can't use Cappy on like humans with hats on. And basically, anything with a hat on, you can't use caps on. There's some more coins. Oh. Let's see. I don't know what it did right there, but I... Not sure. Not sure what went on there. I did like some kind of weird jump off of Cappy. I think there's a way that you can throw the cap and then jump off of it. Maybe I just can't do that yet. Oh well. Alright. Oh, a heart. Okay. So I guess you just throw the cap at everything. It's kind of like a fireball, but it's a cap, and it'll react for you and do what you want to do. Oh, I didn't realize that was water. One of my friends that has played this, she said that Mario Odyssey kind of reminds her of like a regular Mario game, but like way creepier because you take control of things. Like, this is pretty bizarre. It's like, oh, Mario's gone. Where did he go? Instead, it's just gonna be some kind of frog guy. Which is kind of, you know, bizarre and different for a Mario game. Right? Like, that's totally weird. Now Mario's a frog because of Cappy. And he's got a mustache. That's pretty funny. Alright, well he can jump real high. Alright. Let's get the other two. There we go. So I assume that all of this early gameplay is just basically to try to get you acclimated to the controls. Because, you know, I didn't know how to throw Cappy until they told me it was Y. I mean, if this was 1990, you would just read the manual if you didn't know what was going on. But alas, it is not 1990. It is much later than 1990. Now, is there a way I can take Cappy off of this guy? Okay, so if I hit R, the R trigger, basically you get rid of whatever you're inside of. So, I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but that's what I did. So hopefully there wasn't anything like way up there or anything. Let's go down the elevator. It's weird there's a checkpoint like that, because I didn't think it was going to be like very platformery, and that seems like a very platformery thing to do. If that makes sense. Who are these jokers? It looks like somebody took the Koopa Kids and made them into rabbits. And not Rabbids, that's different. The wedding planners. Okay. Alright, the Brutals. They're basically like 1950s mobsters. So I'm assuming you just gotta hit him 3 times with your hat. And then jump on his head. Because that's how Mario games are. Hit him 3 times, and it's my first hit. Hit him 3 times and you're done. Oops. Or twice. Just hit him twice, that's enough. Oh, you gotta ride that light rail. They have those kind of in Splatoon as well. When you shoot the things with your gun, the little balls with your gun, and you can ride the light rails around the level, so yeah. Anyway, I guess that's the very, very, very beginning of the game. I haven't gotten to anywhere where I can... Cascade Kingdom, Fossil Falls, where you can get moons, which is, I guess, kind of like this game's stars from Mario 64. That's pretty bizarre, too. You could never guess this game was made in Japan. No. It seems very, very, very much non-American. Our first power moon. Alright. So I guess we're going to go find our first power moon. It looks like it's inside that little rock. Well, from what I hear, there's like 780 power moons or something. I don't know the exact number. I'm just thinking about that from the top of my head that I heard that's how many there were. It could be like 740 or 870 even or something like that. But I do know that there are hundreds, literally, of power moons. I saw a lot of one review. Someone gave it a 70. They said, well, this game is not long enough. And I completed it in like 10 hours and I only needed so much time. And it's kind of weird because, like, you can beat Mario World in like no time if you're gonna be like a speedrunner and not care about like exploring. So why don't you just explore and have fun with the game? It's not meant to be like, oh, it only gave me 15 hours to beat the whole thing and I don't care about anything else. I don't know. I feel like if you were expecting something different, like, you should know better. I mean, if you've played Mario 64, you know it doesn't take, you don't have to beat more than about half the game in order to actually get to the final boss. So, I don't know. Alright, so I got my first power moon, and it looks like I'm going to go up here and try to find some more moons. And I guess moons, from what I understand, help power Mario's ship, the Odyssey. That's why it's called Super Mario Odyssey, because that's the name of his ship, from what I understand. Okay. So the ship is that rusty can looking thing. 1. I guess you have to power it up with power moons. Kind of didn't tell me why we need that the moons yet. I mean, obviously you need them to power up the ship, but they didn't really tell me like why we're going somewhere. I guess there are 50 of these little purple donuts. Maybe those are like the red coins from Mario 64. Maybe they give you something else, I don't know. I'd like Mario to latch onto the with his arms to grab on and climb up a little bit faster. But he hasn't been doing that, so. Let's go! I'm glad they gave it like really miniature arms because that's funny. He's definitely wrecking everything. I'm thinking about Mario right now, and like, if I were Mario, yeah, I'm a hero and stuff, but I would be so terrified. It's like, holy crap, I'm like inside of this T-Rex. That's really insane. And now he's sleepy. Because of course, after you get done, you're gonna be sleepy. Before I go in there, can I get these 3 over here? I didn't check and see. I feel like I want to get those. Whoops. Oh, I need to hit this over here. No, maybe I didn't. Let's see if I can get up there. Oh, that's cool. They turn into little platforms when you hit them. That's cool. All right, let's do some 2D platforming. At least that's what I assume they're gonna have me do. You know, the Mario color's a little bit too red for me for the original Mario. I need a little bit of that brownish color. Go. Let's get up through here. Fossil Falls Heights. Come here. No! That's not what I wanted at all. There we go. Boom. Alright, cool. What are these weird looking rocks? I probably should try not to get eaten. I should probably try not to get eaten. Let's focus. Oh. Alright, let's see what this lady is. She's probably going to want to eat me or something stupid. Oh no, it's one of the wedding planners. Oh, Chain Chompkins. He's gonna eat me. See, I told you. Oops. Oh. I was sure that wasn't going to work. I was like, oh, it has a hat on, you can't take it over. And you can. Oh. Come on now. Here we go. There we go. Just do this hard over here. Alright, let's get this. There we go. That's okay. I know, you're angry. Oh, that reminds me of Mario RPG when you have to throw the chain chomps at all the enemies, and when you bite into them, they're like. Hey, it's a trio of moons. It almost looks like a bunch of bananas. Got some moonanas. That's what I'm gonna call them. Moonanas. A multi-moon. I like moonana better. No, I didn't say go all the way back down here. This isn't going to be enough. We need 5, right? Throw me on the globe. Alright, whatever you want. Cappy's awfully bossy. Oh yeah, see, I told you. I thought you would need one more. But you didn't listen to me. Alright, let's see. I like how there's a compass over there, like, in case you didn't know. There are 3 of those purple coins. I'm going to go back and get those. In case you didn't know, you're not going north. Oh, there's another power moon. Well, damn. It was right there the whole time. Let me go get these little purple donuts over here first. What's Captain Toad doing here? I'll talk to that guy in a minute. Toad is my favorite Mario character, or maybe a character in any video game, but definitely from the Mario series is my favorite. Come on, Toad! Oh, hey. Let's talk to Toad. No. Uncle Amiibo. That's weird. No, I don't want to tap Amiibo. I do know though you don't have to go back to Uncle Amiibo to use an Amiibo. I think you can just use them at any time, if I remember hearing stuff correctly. Okay. Oh, okay. So if I press Y... Oh. So if I shake it like this, and I have it upright, it does like an upward throw, but if I shake it like this, back and forth, there you go, it does that like rainbow throw. So that's strange. I'm sure that's going to come in handy later though. Anyway, where's that freaking moon? Here it is. Let's get this moon. Now, are you happy, guy? You happy, Cappy? How many moons are there? Does it say that anywhere? I feel like there was only 5 spots for moons, but who knows? What's this thing? Oh. Well, hot damn. I guess there are more than 5. Because I just found 6. No. Well, there we go. Goodbye. That's alright. I got the moon. I'm fine. Oh yeah, when you die in this game, it takes 10 coins. That's what the coins are used for. And then they're used for some other things as well. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but I do remember that they're basically like your life. And then you can shop and stuff, but... Why would that be? Oh, there are 3 little... I'm just going to call these the purple donuts. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but that's the word I'm going to use, purple donuts. You see some purple donuts up there, too. I'm afraid that the waterfall is going to crush me. Oh, there's some more of those things. The little white question marks that turn into, that turn into little puffy cloud things. I don't know what you want to call them. Yes, I know, I already got those. Alright, you little purple donuts. Alright. Probably have already been over here. Yeah, this is the other side. I don't know if I consider that a shortcut or not, but... It looks like you do have to kind of like look around everywhere, like maybe the side of a cliff might have a platform, and Can't see it from one angle, but you can see it from another angle, so... Anyway, I'm going to go head back down there and finish powering up the Odyssey. Yeah, that's good. So I know there's more of this level because I'm still missing 26 of those purple donuts, so... Oh, well, let me get that moon first, if I can. Maybe if I break that piece, there'll be something behind it. Ah! Guten Piep! Alright. Oh, I see. It just shows you how many moons you have right now that you can take back to the Odyssey. But it doesn't show you how many moons are in each level. And it doesn't here either, I don't think. This looks like a pamphlet. That's pretty cool. Size. Tall. It's funny. Currency stone discs. That's what they are. I was just calling them purple donuts, but I guess they're stone discs. All right, let's power up the Odyssey here. It should be enough. 7 power moons. Press Y. It'll show the list of coins and moons left to find. Alright. Why is my... Oh, unlike the menu screen. In case you're just tuning in, which it looks like Manas is, I literally haven't played this game. I've had it for basically since the day it came out. And I just haven't decided if I wanted to stream this, if I wanted to play it, if I wanted to make like some kind of strange video. I just decided to stream it today and tomorrow. And so that's what I should have pressed that. So you're saying if I go to the menu and press Y? Ah, there we go. Cool, thanks for that tip. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. So there's 25 here. Oh, and it shows the different things you can capture here as well. And 43 souvenirs. Alright. Well, let's look around a little bit more then. I know I haven't been to... I keep pressing start. I know I haven't been over to this area very much, so let's see if I can get over there. When I press Y, I really want to just dive forward, but... No peeking, okay. I'm not really worried about that right now, but thanks. I'm just doing a little bit of exploring for fun. Kind of want to get up there. Let's look around the other side one more time. And if not, I'll just go to the next kingdom. I didn't read this sign earlier. Let's see what this says. Oh, okay. Huh. I was like putting it in a circle and you really just have to like shake it to the side. There's some more stone discs. I just think that's a lie. I think I'm just gonna keep calling them purple donuts. It's more fun. Isn't that strange? See, I came around from a different angle, and I could actually see the purple donuts. No. There we go. I don't know if I broke this open before or not, so... Let's see. Oh look, it's a power moon. I guess the answer is no, I didn't break that open before. I've inspired one of my viewers to go play Mario Odyssey. more chomps. Oh, it was a button. I was like, what happened? That makes more sense. No, I think I'm gonna have to do the same thing here because it looks like those are all buttons. Come on, other chain chomp. Yep, I knew I got in the way there. Let's just hit him anyway. Oh, it didn't matter where he was. Well, that's silly. Alright. Do another one. No, no. No. Alright, so you definitely have to use a little bit of problem solving, a little bit of geometry here. There you go. So I've decided that the moons are bananas and the stone discs are purple donuts. That's my official position on this. Moons and stone discs are fake. That's what I've decided. Alright. Well, I've made it around the outside, but I still haven't made it up on top of this part of the tower. Let's look around the other side real quick. Oh, that's cool down there. I didn't see that before. Too busy jumping to notice that door down there. The gold hat door. Can I get in? Yeah. All right. I kind of want to control those little tiny gold Goombas. They're pretty adorable. Or, as the kids say, adorbs? Is that still a thing? I don't know. I'm pretty old. One thing I really like about this 2D Mario part is that Mario's controls are like floatier. Like, just like they were in the old Mario. I think that's pretty fun. What if I just keep on this? Oh, it is just like the old Mario. Yep, there's nothing over there. All right. Anyway, I think that's pretty unique. I also think that the little like particles, like the little dusty particles that are going off those and off Mario, like I think that's pretty cool. Like the little pixels that are falling apart. I don't know. I just think it's a nice little added touch. Yeah, I do remember reading or listening to a podcast where they talked about having like little 2D platforming sections as like an homage to the original Mario, and this must have been the kind of stuff that they were talking about. So I really like this. It's kind of like someone made a Mario Maker and then was like, yeah, oh, well, that was dumb of me. Past the chasm cliff. Lifts. Chasm lifts. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Boo, I should have just jumped off the edge and saw it was there. I'm gonna have to go through that again. That's okay. I wasn't paying attention and one of those little gold Goombas was gonna eat me. Oh, come on, that was fine. Like the 8-bit music too. I'm a very much a nostalgia person. That's why, you know, my game channel, I do a lot of old games too. I haven't done a lot of old games, but I will. It's not like I'm anti-old games. I've been playing a lot of old games recently, so. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I'm not dead. How funny. Oh, anyway, a couple weeks ago I played Batman. Last week, what did I do? I did Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. The week before I did like, can I jump off this way? Yeah. Oh, I died, but at least I found out it was down there. I played Bill Ambier's Combat Basketball. You know, I played different things. So, if there's something you want me to play, just let me know and I'll put it up there. Just tweet me at Royal Serp Gamer, or what's this? That's weird. Tweet me at Royal Serp Gamer, or email me at royalserpgamer@gmail.com, and I will probably, I don't want to say definitely, but I will most likely agree to play whatever game you want. Most of the games I have on there right now on the list that people have asked for are like really long RPGs. Like I think I have Earthbound on there, and there are a couple other ones as well. But I just was like, man, you guys really want to see these like long RPGs? You don't want to see like one-offs. And I might do Earthbound like around the Christmas holiday, because it's really hard for people to find. If you don't have an SNES Classic, you probably have never played it before. It's a wonderful RPG. It's way, way harder than you'd think, because it's very unassuming. Like it doesn't look like it's going to do anything that. Let's see what this does. Oh, cool. It's very, very unassuming, but it is a very hard game. If you are not careful, you will get your butt handed to you real quick. Okay, I'll try this again, because I wasn't smart enough. You definitely have to plan for things in that game, like, oh yeah, I know this tough boss battle's coming up. Am I at a good enough level right now? Because if you're not, and you don't plan right, you will definitely be going back. The dungeons are kind of like easy to get lost in. It's a very, very good game. I have the first one. Oh man, no. All right. I have the first one, but I don't have the third one. So. Let's see, can I do a side jump? Yeah, that'll work. Alright. Even though I failed a bunch of times at this, I know I can do it. I'm just being a jobber right now. Anyway, I think I'm going to do that one around Christmas. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to try to get on the Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda all-time leaderboard. I looked the other night, and the time I would have gotten it, the last time I did it, would have been in the top 20, or top 120 of all time. So, oh man, almost. So, 120 is like the last one they keep. So if I could get 118th all time, that would be really, really cool. Especially because I'm not like a person that cares about speedrunning or anything. There we go. Oh, it went away. I would have gotten it. I just think it's cool, and I'm gonna try to do it. And I might have a day where I like sit down and reset the game a few times, and just like with trying to beat Counter without losing a life. That might be something where I just press reset a lot and never get it done. But I'm hoping that I can, get in the top whatever. Oh, I didn't realize those were moving. You know, I can do that sometimes, so maybe I'll do that during Christmas time too. But that's kind of what I have coming up. If you want to see something for, you know, that I could do a one-off, you know, 20-minute to hour and a half video. NES, SNES, GameCube. The GameCube games are probably going to be a little bit longer, but, you know, if you like Super Monkey Ball, I can do Super Monkey Ball. Do like 4 or 5 things and talk about how good of a game it is, or if you want me to do a long game, I've recently reacquired Baten Kaitos, which is an excellent game. If you've never played it, it's an RPG and it's a long time. And I would love, maybe next year around Halloween, even though I'm not a big Halloween guy, I would love to play Eternal Darkness. Oh, man, it's such a good game. I'm not really scared of horror movies, and that game really gave me the creeps. There were 3 or 4 times when I played that game I was like, oh, no, you're not going to do this to me. In fact, there was one time where I played that game, and I got scared enough to where I threw the controller down and shut it off. Because it was something I was not expecting, and then I freaked out, and I was probably, I don't know, 16, 17, 18 years old, and I didn't like it. Oh, come on. Oh, sorry for hitting the table there. So those are a couple games that I would be wanting to play for GameCube, but if you have like a one-off you want me to play. And then I always used to play this game called Aero Fighters Assault for N64. That's a game that would be interesting to play. The N64 graphics, as you all probably know, don't hold up very well. SNES and NES actually probably hold up better than Nintendo 64. But anything you want me to play, tweet me, email me, and there's a very large chance that I will do that. But I have a lot of games on my docket. They're just long playthroughs. So, but Earthbound is definitely one I want to do the whole game if I can, because it's just so cool. It's such a. It's really. You know, there are different types of inventions. Sometimes someone invents something completely new, and then sometimes someone invents something, and it's really not a new invention, but rather it's some kind of, you know, improvement on an old invention. So, like, the mechanical pencil is not a new invention. It's just an improvement on the pencil, right? I feel like Earthbound took, like, the Final Fantasy JRPG formula and really did something different with it to improve it. So that's why I feel strongly about playing that one all the way through. And I always bring up, I always bring up Chrono Trigger because I've been asked by 2 different people to do Chrono Trigger, and you can't do Chrono Trigger because I don't have the cart and it costs like $4 billion. So, and I think I might. I don't know if I have another, like a virtual copy somewhere or not, like on, I don't know if they ever released it for Wii U or not, or 3DS or something, but, where's the Odyssey? There it is. Chrono Trigger is like one game I can't do, so. Alright, let's put these moons in there and go on to the next part of the kingdom. To the next kingdom, yes. Lists. No. Yeah. Yes. Can I leave? I'd like to go. Maybe I have to, instead of going inside, I probably have to use the globe. Yes. Oh, World 2 is always the sand world. Everybody knows that. Feel like the Odyssey is really just Grease Lightning. It's like Grease Lightning from like 2050. Except for some reason it has a big 12 on its sale, because of course it does. So I got like half the moons there. I'll go back and look for more. Obviously, this game hides the moons really well. Because, I only have 12 of them, and I feel like I looked for quite a few. I saw 2 other ones, but I just don't know how to get to them. Oh, boy. So who's exactly piloting this? Like, is it just like autopilot? Like Mario hit a button, and it's just like let's go. Not sure. Oh, I haven't done ground pounds yet. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. We don't need to do the action guide right now. Huh. His own sham wedding. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to describe it. You literally kidnapped someone and will force her to marry you. Yeah, it sounds like a sham wedding. I guess we gotta go to where that rainbowy thing is. Oh, it's green in this level. Green's my favorite color, so that makes me excited. Yes, it could be. It could be a power moon. Let's see what it says in the brochure about the... Let's see. Temperature average 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot. It's probably... Oh, there it is. I feel like it's probably dry heat, so... No one will ever buy their frozen treats, that's funny. Tostarena down. No, that's sad. I love fountains. No. That sucks. Ah! Doing some tricks. Oh. Look at all those purple triangles. Oh, no, that didn't work. So the first level had purple donuts. This level has purple pizza. Or maybe it's purple... What did they say? I'm just curious now. That's cool. I didn't know that. Currency pyramid shaped. That's weird. I'm gonna call them pizzas. Little purple pizzas. 100 purple pizzas. Oh. Can you go in here? Hey, you can. I thought those were just for decoration. Sure. Let's play. Alright, so it's after the hearts. Alright. Oh, look! All the power moons. Well, now it can't... I guess these are unripened bananas. The old ones were ripe. But I guess since it's so cold here, and just haven't ripened yet, the bananas. Why did that guy have blue? I should have talked to him. Oh, more pizza. I just assumed that that's a hightail lizard from Zelda and it just got lost. 2 more pizza slices. Woohoo! Oh. there. Looks like El Dia de los Muertos here. Sinking the Power Moon. Mario underwear. Let's buy the Power Moon. Clearly, I want the Power Moon. Shopping in Tostarena at the Crazy Cap. I don't know if I'm really going to use any of the costumes. It's something in most games I don't really care about. Some people love costumes. I'm kind of like, why? I'm very much a, like, a function over form person. So if something doesn't have any function, like, why have it? So that's just a personal thing. I understand why people would like it. I just don't like it myself. Oh no, that strange couple got here. Oh, I wonder if I ground pound this. Hey, there we go. Alright. Thank you, toucan dude. Alright, let's see what's down this pipe. Oh, you gotta feel the rumble. It's kind of like a hot and cold game. No, it's definitely over here. Feels like it's like right here. I don't know if it's like in midair or what. Because it definitely doesn't feel like anything down here. It feels more here. But then when I move up here, it's definitely rumbling more. If I move here, it only rumbles in my left side of my controller. But I don't know how to get it. Definitely rumbles less around here. Yeah, it should be like right here. Ish. Yeah, it feels strongest on those two blocks right there. Yeah, like right here. That's where it feels the strongest. Okay. Thought I got that before, but that's alright. Cool. Give me another unripened banana. Someday they'll turn ripe. What's up here? Okay. Well, I don't. That's one thing about the controls I don't like. Right there is how he seems to want to grab onto the walls too fast. All right, but that's about the only thing that I found kind of annoying at all so far. All right, can I get off here? Oh, I bet it's the L trigger. Yeah. Alright, let's try that again. L trigger. Okay. I want to become that potted cactus. Can I do that? Oh, no. But I can get a coin. What about this potted cactus? It didn't even give me a coin! Oh, sorry, guy. They may talk the same button as jump. Can I ground pound this? Nope. Oh, no. Oh, well, I got some more pizza slices. So that's nice. My question is, how did people get, like, froze? Like, they froze in the... like, in here. But, like, how they... like, they weren't, like, standing on top of the... I don't get it. I don't get why they're frozen. But it's just a video game, so... I've only got a couple minutes left in the stream, so if you're watching, again, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to cut it off here in 3 or 4 minutes, maybe after my next Power Moon or something. And I'll play again tomorrow, so you can always tune in tomorrow afternoon. It's probably going to be sometime before 5. And if it won't be before 5, I'll post it on my Twitter what time I'm going to stream tomorrow. So if oh, there's one. If you want to see what time I'm streaming tomorrow, I'll be posting on Twitter. You can follow me on there to find out. But I will, like I said, I'll be posting, or I'll be streaming tomorrow probably between 12 and 5 sometime for my second hour. And then you'll be able to, I can't get up there like that. You'll be able to watch the second hour of the game. Where can I plant this? I don't know. So anyway, that's kind of it for tomorrow, and I don't know if I'll play more of this on stream or not. I am having fun, so... Oh, no. But I just don't know how much... between Zelda and other games I want to show everybody, I don't know how much time I'll have to play Mario. I guess I could... Can I take control of that thing? Nope. I don't know how much time I'll have for Mario, so... There we go. Let's see if I can get over there. Oh. Let's do it again. There we go. Alright. And... Nope, can't get up there. Oh, come on. Oh. What's the ring, dude? No, you're right. It was not much of a riddle. That was not a riddle at all. Oh. Oh, there you go. And that's 5. And many, many coins. And not the stupid purple coins that are just pizzas or whatever. Actual Mario money. So anyway, I'm going to cut the stream off here. I'm going to save my game. And I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Probably sometime between 12 and 5. If not, check my Twitter. At Royal Serp Gamer. Again, if you want me to play something for you... Oh, that's sad. You can email me at royalserpgamer@gmail.com. And thanks again for tuning in tonight. And I really enjoyed having you guys around. Thanks again for watching Royal Serp Gamer. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another one of my streams here. I'm doing this as part of my Super Sweet Sunday video. This will be up this afternoon. So thanks again for tuning in. Always enjoy the viewership, interacting with you guys. It makes it a lot more fun for me to play these games. So here I am in the second kingdom here in Mario, I almost called it Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey. And this is the Sand Kingdom. And everything is frozen. The desert must have gotten very cold for some reason. Ever since Bowser and Princess got here, it's been very cold. So anyway, I'm headed over to this like shining tower beam over here with that rainbow glow. That's where they told me to go today. So that's where I'm headed. And on the way over there, I've already picked up 5 power moons. I've been calling them green bananas because they look like green bananas. I read that yesterday. So, yeah, I figured that out at the very beginning. It's just like the old. Okay, there we go. Here we go. So there's a lot of motion controls that I'm trying to get used to. For example, I'm just gonna scoot back here in my chair. If you shake it this way, then it does like a circular shot, and if you flip it up, it flips up like that as well. So there's just a couple of things, and I'm sure there's other things that I don't know about yet, but there's a couple of the things you learn in the tutorial about what to do. They also taught me last night that I can warp around the level by going to the map, and then you can just pick one of these little flags and you can warp. So it has warp points similar to Zelda. So I think it's a nice feature. I was wondering why those were in the game earlier when I saw the first ones. But I think that's a good thing to have. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I guess I took... There's something out there. That looks weird. I took control of this viewfinder, and I'm looking around here. It looks like there's a lot more than what I thought there was. I thought there was really just the town and the this ruins area, but it looks like there's more than that. So I'm just gonna look around. I might die. I don't know. What's over here? Oh, okay. Oops. Anyway, I've noticed so far that I know you can take the bullet bill around, but I'm not sure where I'm supposed to take the bullet bill right now. Maybe there. That's probably where I'm supposed to go with it. I was trying to get up there last night when I was playing and I couldn't figure out, but anyway, I don't remember what I was saying now. Anyway, you have to take five power moons to get out of the first level to here, and then oops, I don't know if that's the way you do it or not. I'm gonna try one more time, and then I guess that you see the 5 power moons on the left side. I think the more moons you have, the fuller that gets, and then once it gets all the way full, then you can power up the Odyssey and go to a new place. So. Alright. There we go. Oh, there. I tried to mess that up. Cool. So that's my 6th power moon, and I haven't even gotten to where I'm supposed to get to yet, so there are hundreds of power moons hidden all around the game. And some of them are just as easy as like, oh, climbing that tower, or there was one other one that I just like opened a cave and it was just there. So they're kind of all over the place if you're just looking. So I imagine that maybe there would be one or something inside of one of these pillars. I don't know. They could be everywhere. Oops, didn't throw it fast enough. There's another pillar. Oh, and a Goomba's in it. Ah, there it is. I figured there would be one in one of them. So another moon. Although, I don't think that's a moon. I think it's just a green banana. Someone just doesn't like that there were bananas unripe, so they just said, oh, that's a moon. The first level, they were plenty ripe. Nothing there, just the coins. Let's see what this says. Oh, I already know how to do ground pound. That's all I got up here. Yes, I know how to do a ground pound. I think if you play very many Mario games, you probably know how to do ground pound. Alright, let's go to this 2D platforming part. I think this is the most interesting thing in the game so far. Is the 2D side-scrolling stuff that's kind of... Oh, didn't mean to do that. It's just kind of part of every level. There was a... Oops. Oh, look, the pizzas. Wait, I had 20 pizzas last night. How'd I go down in pizzas? This is not good. Oh, it went back to the other direction. That's pretty cool. There's definitely a moon in there, you can tell. Oh, I remember what I was trying to tell you guys earlier. When you die, you don't have lives in this game. Your coins, 10 coins, grants you a new life. And the most coins you can have is 9,999. So that's just a random thing. Now, why would it go all the way over there? That's silly. I'm gonna go down there and see what that lever is, though. That just gets me back out front. Alright, let's see. Let me go up and get this stupid thing. Why would that do that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, let me get the pizza slices out here first. I didn't want to do that at all. There we go. So the purple coins, which I'm calling pizza slices, and they look like donuts in the first level, those are basically this level's currency. So every level has a specific currency, and that's the currency for this level. Okay, so where did that thing go? It's up there, huh? I don't know how I get up there. Maybe I just need to go higher. Maybe I just need to be a little bit higher. Probably shouldn't have gone down there at all earlier. Alright, let's go back through this 2D section and see what's going on. Okay, so I just gotta write it over. That's pretty easy. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. And then you press one of the trigger buttons, allows you to get out of whatever you're controlling with the cap. And you can't control anything with a cap that has a cap. So, like, you can't control humans or animals that wear caps. So I assume to get back over, that's it. Alright, let's see what's up here. Is this the top? I'm getting there. Oh, I gotta go through a 2D section. That's fun. Cool. That's lots of fun. Anything else up here? You really do have to check everywhere because there are just like hidden ledges and like right there. I don't know if I want to go down there or not. I think I'm going to. There are just places like that all over this game, where you just have to be careful. So that took me down to the very, very bottom. So I'm going to warp back up. Here? Here. It sucks that it has to, like have a little bit of a loading screen. That wasn't that bad, but it sucks that there's a loading screen because you know, all of the, you figure all the sprites and stuff and all the textures should be preloaded because it's not that big of an area, but I guess they made it how they need to make it, but it is kind of nice to have that, you know, Mario's never really had the ability to warp anywhere before, so that's kind of nice. Wow. Sometimes weird things happen in 3D Mario, you know, like that, where you don't pay attention and then you almost accidentally die, but then you don't. Alright, so let's get in this 2D part now. No. Oh, I see. Just going, and everything's wrapping around. That makes sense. Oops. You can also, even though it says ZL crouch, you can also press down to crouch. Although with the analog stick, it is kind of, you might move sideways, but... Alright, so I made it to the top of the tower, and I'm going to grab this power moon. Some of them are like really important moons, I guess, like that one. And then sometimes you just find random ones throughout the world. So, I don't know what makes some more important, but... Moon shards. I guess you're going to have to collect some of these to make a large moon. I don't know. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's nice. Oh no. Oh, I didn't make it. Oh well, it's just 10 coins. I didn't make it. Wow! Yeah, I'm sorry, Mario. You're just gonna have to do this again. Mario was not happy. But I really wanted to get those little tacos. It's lit. Have you played this before, or do you just like the game? I laugh because lit is kind of one of those words that that everyone says that I just don't get. I understand other words, but lit is just one that makes me laugh. Alright. Alright. So let's keep going on here. Now that I got those 3 purple pizzas. So I've set off a chain reaction here, it looks like. Cool. Alright, another checkpoint. Let's see what this dude... Oh, no, that is... Oh! I've seen the previews of this. These guys, they like run away from you, but you still take control of them anyway. Oh, I thought you could take them in there, but you can't. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that about the Switch, like, oh, I wasn't planning on getting a Switch, but such and such games are making me think about getting one. I really enjoy... oh, that's cool. Legend of Zelda. And so far I like Legend of Zelda better than this. But I understand why this would be good too. Like, I understand why people would definitely like a game like this more than Legend of Zelda. They both have very good reviews, 97s overall on Metacritic. So they're, you know, both exceptional games. But I enjoy the Legend of Zelda so far. I mean, I've only been in this for like, what, an hour and a half? Hour and 15 minutes. I enjoy this not as much as Legend of Zelda, but that doesn't mean it can't get better, and this is just the beginning, or there's probably a million cool things out here that I just don't know about yet, so. The good thing about the Switches is that they are finally in stock, and people were able to find them. This past week I was at a Target near where I teach, and they had 11 of them in stock, so the stock issues probably will be solved until probably Black Friday, and then when parents start shopping for their kids, it's going to be hard to find them again. I'm just going to assume that it's a straight shot. Cool. That was just a lucky guess. Oh, but not there. Alright, let's go find another one of those statue guys. Yeah, the last two times I've actually I've been to a Target, there have been multiple Switches in stock at both of those Targets. So, you know, if you're thinking about getting one and you want to be assured of getting one, probably the next 2 or 3 weeks is the time you're going to want to do it, because after that they're probably going to start selling out again. The good thing is next year, they said they're going to produce like tons of them, so something like an extra 16 million, so that they should have 45 million in the marketplace, I guess, by March of 19, which is three times as many as what the Wii U had. So, you know, Nintendo finally has got their stuff figured out. Hopefully, you never know, because, you know, Nintendo's been known to screw things up, like the NES, SNES Classic, and, you know, loads of other stuff that they could have made so much money off the NES and SNES Classics. Wonder if there is a, let's see, there's a hidden platform there. Nope. Just those two. Where the crap is this other Power Moon? Shard. Oh, it's right there. I feel bad for the little, like, sentient statues that Mario's like, I'm just gonna control you like some kind of psychopath. I don't even know how many moons I have at this point. Plenty. Not enough. Not enough to leave the Sand Kingdom, but... Showdown on the inverted pyramid. I guess this is where, yeah. It's where the princess is. You know, I still don't know why. After the Super Nintendo, they decided to rename Princess Toadstool to Princess Peach. And I'm sure there's something out there that said, you know, says why, but I just never understood why they did that. Yeah, the binding band, because he finally wants to get married. Oh yeah, I saw that in one of the previews. That's pretty funny. This is like the cuckoo thing. Find my cuckoos and I'll give you a prize. Gotta find the sheep. No. No. Get back here, you stupid sheep. Get in there. All right. I assume that we're supposed to get his sheep back. I don't know why the sheep are enclosed in a stone pen. Because, you know, sheep need grass, right? But, hey, whatever these sheep need. Just gotta find the other one now. That looks very cold. Where's this other sheep? Sheep. This game resets stuff too, from what I've seen so far, and I don't want them to reset those 2 sheep because, of course, the next time I go to do this, they'll be not in their pen anymore, and then I'll have to figure out where they are. Let's see. Oh, let's get that. I don't know. Well, let's just go on. I'm not stressed out about finding this last sheep. It'll show up. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to go into this pyramid over here. What is this thing? This is a person from New Donk City here. Even though I haven't been there. I don't like how they made the talking the same as the jump button, because I've jumped on a lot of people's heads. I think the name change has something to do with the Japanese and US localization being different. Like her name is Peach in Japan, Toadstool in the US, no difference. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, you know, if that's accurate. Oh, there it is. There's the other one. Why they didn't just call her, you know, call her Peach in America in the first place? Because they already had a different princess, I think, from the Donkey Kong game. Hey, Zack Attack, how are you doing? So I'm just not sure why they just didn't go with Peach in the first place, if that's what they did in Japan. But it's just something I always found strange, because like Mario RPG came out in 1996, which was the same year that Mario 64 came out, and in one game she's Toadstool and in one game she's Peach, and I just thought that was really bizarre. Alright, another green banana. So I should be able to go in the pyramid. Looks like something is real frozen over here. Yeah, multi-moon, I see it. Maybe we'll have to unfreeze it somehow. If Mario just had a fire power, his fire flower, we would be able to do that. Yeah, I assume that weird couple's in there too, dude. Alright. Inside the inverted pyramid. Wonder how that pyramid got it inverted and how it still stays so well balanced. That's alright. That's pretty funny. makes it look like it's 2D the whole way through, but it's not. Hello there. Hi, hello there. How are you doing today? That's a clever handle. Oh, I thought I've seen this. Yeah, I thought I saw this once before. That kind of reminds me a little bit of Super Meat Boy. All the weird crap that goes on in that game. I guess we're going to go up this pipe. Thanks everyone's tuning in today, by the way, to this the stream. This is the second hour I've played Mario Odyssey, and I'm gonna post yesterday's stream and today's stream on my channel later today. Probably right after I'm done with this, I'll edit and upload it. So if you missed the first part or part of the second part, or you want to see more, just go look on my channel. Of course, you can see at the bottom there, it's just Royal Syrup Gamer. Also, if you want me to play any old games, SNES, NES, GameCube, N64, just let me know. I have more than 700 video games, so it's probably somewhere in my collection. And if not, I could probably get it. Just tweet me what game you want me to play, or email me. Both ways are both ways are completely fine. I check each one every single day, sometimes more than once a day. So if you want me to play anything retro, just let me know. All right. You go back? No, once you're out, you're out. It's interesting. All right. Whoops. Well, that's fine. I know I need to break those with Bullet Bill. This game, a lot of the stuff this game does reminds me a lot of Link Between Worlds for 3DS, with the 2D to 3D stuff that goes on. So I don't know if anyone else has seen any of those similarities, but I really have seen a lot of things that they've taken and improved on, even though I really like that game. Has some of the same ideas between the 2D and the 3D world. There we go. Let's turn around and see if I missed anything out here. Nope. Cool. That's one thing I've learned in like the first tiny bit of playing this game, is that you really, if you're going to be a completionist, like try to get all the moons, you really do have to look everywhere. Because there are places like, I thought I checked somewhere yesterday in the first level, I turn around, go around to a different side and see 3 little purple discs that I didn't even know existed before, so. Just everything's kind of hidden somewhere, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it does. The 2D and 3D definitely is similar to Link Between Worlds. Oh, the boss has it. I'm not invited to the wedding. That seems kind of strict because, you know, we're such good friends. You know, Mario and Bowser. I wonder if I have to do like one of these things. No. Well, that was silly. Oh. Okay. Well, that was accidental. Better go jump on her head. Because that's what you gotta do when you're Mario. Jump on people's heads. I was like, why is she screaming? But now it makes sense. Alright, crazy lady. I don't know what Mario's obsession with rabbits are, you know. This game, you got these rabbit people that are wedding planners. And then you had Mario versus Rabbids, right? So, yeah. Back-to-back games with a rabbit team. Yeah, I was feeling, you know, with the Banjo-Kazooie thing, I was kind of feeling the same way between the different types of currency and the collection type of ideas. And kind of having, it's not really an open world, but, you know, it's kind of like Mario 64, but also kind of like Banjo-Kazooie in that way. It does remind me a lot of that, but I am not a fan of Banjo-Kazooie at all. I did not enjoy that game. I played maybe... When I was a kid, I rented it one time and played it maybe 3.5 hours, and I was just... There's something about it that turned me off, and, you know, I've never really played it, other than those, like, 3.5 hours. Because whatever experience I had with it was just... the first time I played it was just a negative experience. And not saying I don't like other Rare games, because one of my favorite racing games of all time is Diddy Kong Racing. And I love Donkey Kong Country. So, you know, it's just Banjo-Kazooie just didn't hit me in the right place. And I've played Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I actually like that more than Banjo-Kazooie, even though it was a different type of game, and you know, at the end of the system's life, I thought it was just done better. So, all right. So I have enough moons to power up the Odyssey if I want to. Let's see what happens with these Rabbids with Bowser. Oh, it's nighttime now. That was quick. Please tell me it just flips upside down. Oh man, I was really hoping it was just like gonna flip all the way upside down and just like smash back on the ground. See, the thing is, like, why are we all the way back out here? I mean, I know that he wants me to power up the Odyssey, or she, or it. I don't know what Cappy actually is, but yeah, Mario 64 playthrough I think would be pretty good. I have done a Mario RPG recently. In Mario 64, like, I've had enough experience with it that I could do most of it pretty fast. Lake Kingdom or Wooded Kingdom? Let's do Lake. I don't really want to go there, though. I want to stay here, but... Here we go. Yeah, I could probably do a Mario 64 playthrough. You know, it might be one of those things where, like, I could probably do 100% of that game. The problem is, like, I really hate doing the 100 coins on some of the levels. I have enough experience to do all of it. I've played the game enough times. It's one of my favorite games when I was a teenager, but getting 100 coins on, like, the water stages, man, it's really annoying. And the water stages are, you know, Dry Docks and the one with the pirate ship that I can't remember the name of it right now, but those two are a couple of my favorite levels in Mario history, I guess. But it just takes so long to get the 100 coins because you have to swim. And swimming is somewhat annoying in pretty much every game, so... Let's go in here. I did not go in here last time. I don't know what's in here. But I will definitely add Mario 64 to my list of games. because I think it's a very good game, and it's something that I could do in a, you know, a few parts, a couple parts here and there. Maybe make it a series that comes out, you know, similar to my Zelda series, but like once a week or something. So, oh, that was bad. Got some more of those purple pizzas. Yeah, Nintendo 64 is the system I probably have the fewest games for, as far as all the different systems. And one game I'm really looking for that I can't find is a game called Mischief Makers. And I think it's one of the best platformers of all time. And I remember renting it as a kid and really, really enjoying it. It's got like a lot of Yoshi's Island feels, but feel to it. But it's much harder. And it's like, of course, non-Nintendo characters, but it's a wonderful game. But it's very, very expensive. Oops, I died. It's very, very expensive and hard to find now. But if I get my hands on it, I would definitely play that. Do a playthrough of that, because I just think it's a wonderful game that's unknown. Well, I shouldn't have accelerated. Yeah, and I was talking about last night. A couple GameCube games I want to play are like Eternal Darkness. I'd really like to play that as well. It's another game that's just, it's one of the only things I've ever been scared by in my life. So that's something I definitely want to try to play someday. Why did I press that button? Like, I pressed the get off button when I meant to press the accelerate button. I know we've all been there, but, you know, we know better. There are some times when I play a game and I'm like, I make things way harder than they should be. Like, this part of the game is probably making it a million times harder than it is. Because all you're doing is... Oh, I pressed the wrong way. Is steering a freaking bullet bill. And it should not be tough. It should be super easy, but... here I am, screwing around and losing a whole bunch of coins. Sometimes some of the things people find the hardest, I somehow get through it really easily, and some of the things people are like, why can't you do that, are super hard. Yeah, I have not emulated since I've started streaming, but I have emulated before. Mostly when I was in college, and it was just games that I owned. Like... There's this strategy game for the SNES that I owned, that I don't own anymore, but at the time I owned it before I sold it, called Rampart. And I was just like really wanting to play Rampart one day when I was in college, and so I didn't have any of my stuff with me. I had like my GameCube and that's it. So, but you know, I don't have like an emulator here. I've emulated, okay, I pressed the right button that time. I just didn't, I pressed left instead of down, I guess, and they wanted me to press down, but... I've also emulated a Zelda randomizer for Zelda 1, which I had a blast with. I probably played, I don't know, 3 or 4 of those, and those are tons of fun. I don't know if I could do any other game, any other Zelda game. Maybe Ocarina of Time, I've played enough. Alright, let's do this. This time I'm going to get it. I don't know, I pressed left. And maybe I just have to press the direction that he's supposed to go instead of thinking of the bullet bill like I'm turning it. Because I'm trying to turn it like... kind of like you would turn a car on an overhead track, and maybe that's not what the game wants me to do. Turn. that is what it wants me to do. Okay, I see. I should be able to get it this time. Luckily, every time I go through there, I get 10 coins, and so it's not really taking anything out of my my life. But this should be way easier than when I'm making it, and I feel like a total like idiot because it's not hard. Let's give it one more try. There we go. Oh, the other way. Oh, it blew up. Which means I need to press the accelerate button. But I was almost there that time. You know, last week I do like playing a lot of older games, even though a lot of my my streams have gone to like Golf Story and I'm doing Mario Odyssey, and I did Breath of the Wild. Oops, son of a. I really do like old games. I've recently played Batman right before Halloween, Batman 1989 version. I played Bill Lambire's Combat Basketball one week, which is a real weird game. I played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! I played this game called Bad Dudes. I've been playing Tecmo Bowl. I have a season going on that, so I definitely play a mix of games. So if there's something, I'm just going to go straight and see what's back here. Oh yeah, I went this way once before and died. Oh! You see that save? That was, that's crazy. He didn't control... These bullet bills in the overhead don't control the way I think they should control. Like if you press left, I think it knows that the bullet bill should turn counterclockwise, and if you press right, it should turn clockwise. But really, it's the direction. That was weird. It was the direction that you want. It's hard to explain. If you want it to go down, you just press down. You don't have to turn the bullet bill. And that's so different from what I assumed that they should be making the controls. Alright, I'm going to give this is my last try I'm going to give on this because no one wants to see me try this for 10 more minutes. I can always come back here. See, now that time it did it. I don't really understand the controls there. If I tried enough, I would get there, but you know, don't want to waste any more time. So let's go to this hole in the ground that's over this way. I do believe it's over this way. Yep. Let's turn Mario into a roly-poly. Bye, guys. Mario. Also, I've noticed that if you see those like kind of like sparkling things on the ground, you ground pound it and get a power moon, but I've already gotten that one, so just in case you haven't seen that before. But now I'm going to go into this hole in the ground. Alright. Underground temple. Almost. There we go. And jump. You know, I'm not afraid of being extra careful on the ice. I say that now, but if I die like 2 or 3 times, then I'll start being like... I thought I jumped in time. I'll start being a lot less patient, but... I tend to be pretty patient. I feel like if you grew up with like the old NES games, you died a million times and you just kept trying until you got it. I feel kind of like if I grew up in that era, that's kind of... you learn patience. Oh, that's cool. They sure don't, do they? I'll have to come back to that in a minute. Don't kill that guy. Will, I was saying earlier, I like it. It's a good Mario game. I just don't think it's as good as Zelda. So I think Zelda is better so far. Again, I've only played 2 hours of this game, and this game is great. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's as good as Zelda. I think Zelda has a lot more the things that are interesting in this game are more interesting because they're I don't want to say cute, but they're more interesting because they're more they're different. It's like Mario and Zelda are two different things, and I guess I just like the kind of interesting things they do in Zelda a little bit more than what I've seen so far in this. So, ice levels are the worst, second only to the water levels. I'm trying to think of when I think about Mario 3, I think of that's kind of how I think of the levels. And I think my least favorite one in that was probably the sky level. I just really disliked the sky level. So ice is definitely tough. I don't think it's the worst. I do just like the water levels in general. But they're also some of the best music and the best ideas are in water levels as well. And even though I hate trying to get those 100 coins in Mario 64 on those water levels, I love the music and I love the ideas they use with the coin and the sunken ship and stuff. So there's some really great stuff that are in water levels too. The 2D Mario water levels, yeah, and ice levels definitely the worst. But as far as 3D, maybe not. In Mario 64, I hated Tick-Tock Clock. It used to make me so mad. I had all the stars in the whole game. Oops, no, I pressed the wrong button again. I had every star in the game except Tick-Tock Clock. I only had 1 star, so I had to go back at the very end and get all the stars. I have not played the new Metroid. I have it. It's sitting in the other room. I just haven't played it. I know that I could probably beat it in a weekend if I just sat down and played it, because I know it's not that long. I played the game it's based off of, so I know it's not that long of a game. So if I wanted to just sit down one weekend and just play all weekend, I probably would be fine and probably be able to beat it in a weekend. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Warriors because I'm a really big Fire Emblem fan. So I beat the story mode, but I'm still working on getting the mementos and stuff. So I've only played the first 3 Metroids. So the original Metroid, the Metroid that's for Game Boy. Oh, that's close. And then I assume I was supposed to get on there and ground pound it. And then the Metroid, Super Metroid. Those are the only 3 I've played. I've never played Prime or anything. I'm not a big fan of FPSs, so that's probably why I've never played Prime before. Although I have them. I have Metroid Prime Trilogy, so... Whew. Slipped on those. Super Metroid's your favorite? It's probably my favorite of the 3 I've played as well. I've gotten very near the end of it a couple of times, then I just get busy with other games and never finish it. But yeah, Super Metroid's probably my favorite as well. From what I've heard, they've kind of made the new one a little bit easier. I don't want to say dumbed it down, but they've done things with it that made it a little bit easier than it used to be if you played it on Game Boy. Let's try this again. You know, maybe I can get on top of these. Because it seems like Mario's just sliding off. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I feel real dumb now. You know, I've actually seen the ending of Super Metroid, but I can't remember what it was. I remember, like, when I was, like, a kid, being like, man, this ending is great. But now I can't remember what it was, because it's been so long. So... oh, that didn't work out. FPS games are very hard to make interesting or unique. Yeah, that's actually kind of exactly how I feel about it. When I was a kid, I was the only kid around that had GoldenEye, which was kind of like, other than like Doom and Wolfenstein, it was kind of like the first-person shooter. I don't know why I just stood there. And so it was like every day, people were like, we're going to come to your house and play GoldenEye. And so that's all I did when I was in high school, pretty much, was just play GoldenEye every day. And I just got tired of FPSs, and so now I just don't ever play them. Because I got so sick and tired of playing them as a 14-year-old that now I just don't like them. And I probably think the last time I played an FPS, probably the original Halo. So that's a real long time ago. You get to kill Mother Brain, she kills the Metroid hatchling. And all the energy from the Metroid, and Samus gets the Hyper Beam. Yes, I do remember that. It's kind of like an extra powerful beam or something. I do feel like that is what I saw. Yeah. But there's always one. There's always one Metroid somewhere, right? So there's always a Metroid that's. Yes, we do. We do have enough to reach the next kingdom, but I'm not gonna go. Put 3 more in. So I'm at 31 out of like 730 or whatever there are, so. Anyway, I'm going to go back over here one more time and see if there's anything lingering. And I've got about 10 more minutes probably that I'm going to stream, and then I'm going to cut it off for the day. And like I said, I'm going to post this video later this afternoon of yesterday and today's stream as one, along with kind of a review of what I think. So you can look for that this afternoon. Are you talking about Mario Odyssey, Will? Because I would probably say no if that's what you're talking about. I feel like it's a pretty normal amount for a platforming game. Yeah. I think probably what he means when he says grinding is like where you have to attempt the same part of a stage more than one time, because the difficulty of getting those things. And I would say it's probably about normal as far as that goes. I would say as far as like being able to move on to the next stage, it's actually below average, because I mean, I haven't even played 2 hours and I already have 3 stages open, and I think that's pretty quick. Although if you think about Mario 64, if you know what you're doing, you can get 3 stages open in about 10 minutes, so that's pretty fast. But I don't see anything else, although, you know what, I just noticed it's not cold anymore. Let's see what these guys say. It's not cold anymore, so there was just power moons like right over this hill somewhere that were like frozen, and I couldn't get to them. Where was that? Where does that connect to? Over there? Alright, let's see what's over here. Oh, I bet I have to get through this thing, which I haven't done yet. Yeah. Yeah, you actually do get to control the T-Rex. This afternoon, when I post my video, you actually get to control it in the first part of the game. And I'm not a big dinosaurs guy, but it was actually a lot of fun. It's probably my favorite thing I've controlled in the game so far. So, yeah, you get the T-Rex super early on. You're in kind of an ancient area called Fossil Falls. I know there are 3 over here somewhere. But I just can't find them now. I feel like they were just like over this hill, but I mean the Bullet Bill's fun as well, but the controls kind of you must have came in right after I played, but it really kind of the controllers with the Bullet Bill they were starting to tick me off. But how do I get that one to move? Maybe one of these. No. Nope. Alright, well I know there's a thing under there. I just can't get to it. I don't know how to cut that cactus down. So. I remember seeing those. I know they're over here somewhere. There are 3 moons. What's this guy have to say? Oh, okay, that's cool. So if you need to get in, yes, that's what we can do. Oh, I see. So this hole is different than the other hole. And that's where the moons used to be, right? Oh, okay. I got you. So that was just the top of the guy's head. I didn't get that at all. I understand now what's going on. I understand what's going on now. The hat has eyes because it kind of fused itself with Mario's hat. Hey, Will, how's it going? The hat kind of fused itself with Mario's hat because Mario's hat got ripped up in... I should have gone the other way. The hat got ripped up in the first like story fight of the game with Bowser, and so Bowser kind of destroyed the Cap Kingdom, which is like where all these like sentient hats live, and so that's why the hat has eyes, because it's a sentient being. All right, let's get back out of here. Maybe I will go on to the next kingdom just so I can a little bit oh, the actual hats in the Cap Kingdom already have eyes, so that's where the eyes come from. When I go, let me warp back to the Odyssey, or the town first, and I'll see if there's any let's see if there's any other moons that I can get to now that the town is not frozen anymore. And then I'll go to Cap Kingdom to show you all the other caps. So I can just stop by there for a second. I don't even know if there are any moons in the Cap Kingdom or not. Oh yeah, the bird. Alright. Did I go in here yet? Yeah. I would not say bad bullet controls ruin the game, but it definitely is... oh, I've already been in there. It's definitely made me upset for a second. Yeah, I don't know how much the bullet bill stuff comes back in, you know, in later stages, or how much you ride the bullet bills, but I would not say it's bad because the controls are correct, but they're not the way that my brain would think about the controls. Like, I think if you turn the... You should only have to turn the stick to the left or the right. And if the stick turns to the left, then the bullet bill turns its nose to the left, and if you turn the stick to the right, the bullet bill turns its stick to the right. So... I'm actually playing with the Pro controller, although they suggest you play with the Joy-Cons. So, they actually do have. I really want the like red and white Mario Joy-Cons like hardcore, but they do not. Okay, this is new. But I don't have those. All I have is the gray ones, or the two gray ones. So hopefully I will be able to get the other ones soon, because I really want those. I don't know. That sucked. I don't know if they're available separate or not, but if they aren't, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if a whole extra Switch is worth $279 just to get Joy-Cons. Because I only have the gray ones right now, and I like pretty much all of them except for the original red, but I love the Mario red. So, oh, this is gonna go bad. Whew. So, yeah, I'm just playing with the old Pro controller. You can do everything with the Pro controller that you can do with the Joy-Cons. So, these two purple pizzas, as I call them. So, Will, did you ever end up getting your, did you ever end up getting your Switch? It was supposed to be Friday, right? If I remember correctly. Oh, Mario doesn't have his hat right now. This is one of those sections of the game where you don't get the hat. I read about that stuff. Oh, come on. All right. I know there were some purple coins back there, but I don't know if I want to go after those. Let's grab this moon first. Saw some pretty cool wood veneer stickers. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you're getting a Black Friday. Okay. Yeah, I've been Oh, that's probably it. I'm probably gonna fall, which is why I didn't go for them before, because go for them before I would have died. Yeah. I think I've told you, let me fix my camera there a little bit. I think I've told you about seeing a whole bunch of them near where I teach. I think I told them earlier that I saw 11 of them a few weeks ago and then 7 of them just recently. So, you know, you're kind of starting to see them out in the wild more, which is cool. So if you can snag the... I know you said you were going to get the Splatoon. I don't know if you can get the Splatoon bundle still or not in stores. But if you can get the Mario Odyssey bundle, if you want this game, man, if they have the ones with the red and white Mario Joy-Cons, those things look so cool. They definitely look like something that would be worth getting to me. So, all right, I think I'm just going to go back to the Odyssey and go on to the next level, because I have enough to go on. Yeah. And I'll show you guys the Cap Kingdom here as well. It's really the first thing you see in the game, but then you can see that the caps have eyes. It shouldn't take that long to do. Nope. Yes, set sail. So the Cascade Kingdom is the one where you get the T-Rex. I don't know any discounts for Black Friday at Target for Switch. They do have them for other systems, but I don't think they're going to discount the Switch yet because, you know, it's such a new system. So I think they're just going to keep it on $2.99 for a while. You might be able to find some games on discount, but you know, I don't think you're going to be able to find anything else on discount. So. Anyway, so I'm just coming up to the Cap Kingdom so I can show you guys the, so this is like the thing that Bowser destroyed. And, there you go, Will. You can see that they're like sentient, like boos. And, one of the tiaras that Bowser is using to control Peach, it seems like, is one of their sisters or something. So that's kind of like why Mario and Cappy are working together. And so this is the... that's what Bowser did to their town. As far as I know, there are no Power Moons there. Alright, so let's go off to the Lake Kingdom, which... it's like the water world. And let's see what's in there. Oh yeah, the Wild Explorers Edition that has the some of the DLC downloaded into it, I think. And you get the strategy guide. Yeah, that they just announced that last week. That's pretty good, and it's basically you get the strategy guide and stuff, and it doesn't cost anything extra. It's got a lot of the information about the shrines and stuff. And, you know, if I had waited to get it, that's probably why, what I would have gotten if I would have waited until now to get it. But those Mario Joy-Cons, man, oh, they're so fresh. I don't know. It'd be tough. It's a tough choice. Probably only one of them would be in stock, knowing my luck, and then I would just pick that one. So anyway, here's the Lake Kingdom. Oh, looks like the wedding planners are here already. All right, let's see if there's anywhere that yeah, there they are. Got like a mermaid looking thing over there. Seems like depending on the size of the level, there can be like 25 or 65 power moons. Alright, let's see how the swimming works here. Okay, I don't know how you dive, but the water plaza. Am I unzipping something? Oh, that's strange. Okay. How do I dive? Oh, I just let him... I don't swim, I just let him go down. Okay. Yeah, I saw the spikes. I didn't know how fast he would fall. The water is very sparkly for some reason. Is there a moon in here? Oh! Well, that's clearly not yellow or green, so they must be like a pink color in this level. Treasure in the spiky waterway. Well, there's no bananas that are that color. So now they must be, but the moons aren't that color either. Oh, poor seaweed. Mario's just killing all the seaweed. Mario is such a ruffian. Alright, so the swimming controls on this are actually really good. Alright, that's cool. There's another one. if you take control of a fish, you don't ever have to get an air bubble. That's cool. Oh, there's a shard. That's really good. I am so excited for Xenoblade. The only thing about Xenoblade is it's going to take like 4 billion hours to play, which is great because the games are awesome. But, you know, it's going to take so long to play, and I've got so much other stuff to play between this and continuing my obsession with Fire Emblem and still have to finish Golf Story, and I still have to finish Mario vs. Rabbids. There's a lot of stuff, and Xenoblade is only going to make that worse for me. When I say worse, I don't mean in a bad way. So, I better get out of here with the little fish. I feel bad for it. There we go. So it looks like he is collecting. Bowser's collecting all of these things like a dress and a ring, so he can marry her. Heart. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Kind of like, there's like those columns of waters that are self-contained. It's pretty interesting. Golf Story is just like an easy golf game that is a simulation about how you're trying to turn a golf course. Like, you're trying to be the best golfer in the world, but also turn a golf course that you used to golf on with your dad into, like, a really nice golf course. So, what's my opinion of the 9,000th re-release of Skyrim on the Switch? I have two separate opinions. One, I think that it's great that you can play Skyrim handheld, because a lot of people are going to take advantage of that. But, like, I haven't even played Skyrim, and I don't really care about it, to be honest. So, like, I'm not going to get it. Unless someone buys it for me, I'm not going to get it. So it's not going to... It's not a system mover, in my opinion. But I do think that people will appreciate having it on there. And I think it's... Oops. I think it's nice that, you know, a third-party developer put a lot of trust in Nintendo at the very beginning. No, I need the swimming outfit. So I think that's an important thing, is that, you know, Skyrim is just on there. Like, someone's like, oh, we trusted them enough to put this game on there, so... Yeah, if you're into Skyrim, like, it's definitely good. Like, yeah, it is dreadful, lady. But if you're like me and like Skyrim's just like cool but not that important, then I think it's just says more about like it's good that someone's supporting the Switch, because I think that support is good for Nintendo. And now, like, there are some Japanese companies like that have done a little bit, but like Bandai Namco, and what was the other one? Capcom, that are like really starting to freak out. They feel like they don't have enough Switch support in the future, and even in like the Japanese market, they're seeing the Switch sell so well, and they're like, we don't really have anything in development. Like, Capcom said they're doing Resident Evil Chronicles and stuff, but Resident Evil Chronicles, what's that? Revelations Part 1 and 2. But that's, you know, release stuff, but they're not, they need to develop something new or bring something, you know, similar to the other systems. And I think that that's really, you know, people like Bethesda really started that with, you know, with the Doom and the Skyrim and stuff. So, and of course Wolfenstein next year. Although I don't know again how much that is really a needle mover as far as system sales. Yeah, I think Doom is actually going to do better than people thought. I've heard some news, I guess, or people said they played it and they said it's a very good port. It only runs 30 FPS and 720p, but they said there's a couple of frame rate issues when there are too many sprites on the screen, kind of like the old games. But the people were like, you know, this is a very good re-release. You know, if you like Doom, being able to just like take it with you and play for 15 minutes somewhere, if you know you're going to be somewhere, you know, it's one of those things like, oh, I'm glad that I can do it. So I guess, you know, there's a market for everybody. Just like, you know, there's a market for sports games, and not everyone plays sports games, and I play some sports games, but not all of them, so. Yeah, I think that, you know, they had a lot of third-party developers for the Wii, but most of the third-party developers were producing shovelware for casual gamers, and I think that became a big problem. I'm getting a lot of moons here. I think that really became a problem because then it was like, oh, well, Nintendo doesn't take games seriously, so we're not going to put our serious games on there. I remember like being really upset. I used to buy Madden every 3 years, so I have Madden 02, 05, and 08. And in 2011, I was going to buy Madden for the Wii, and I couldn't. I mean, I could, but it was Madden All Play, and I was extremely, extremely disappointed in that. So I was very upset. I was like, I want a real Madden game. I don't want this All Play crap. So, you know, it's just stuff like little things like that. Can't ground pound in there, can I? Oh, enter the picture. So this really is like Mario 64 here. Let's see what's inside of here. It's kind of bizarre. I feel like Mario's gonna get like... Oh. Oh. Okay. That's different. But I got a moon. So cool. There's also a thing over there. And I wonder, honestly, I guess you'd have to warp up here. I was going to say, I wonder how, if you don't have the Odyssey, you can go back and forth. Like if you fell off here or something. But there's an oasis over there I want to check out too. Yes, Will, I heard about it yesterday. The DLC for Xenoblade. You can get the, supposedly you can get the Xeno Sword. Or, I guess that's what they're calling it on this one. I don't know if it has a different name, but, you know, I played the original Xenoblade pretty much in like the last 2 hours. I just have a little bit of it left. And it's called the Monado. So, I don't know what they're calling it now, but I guess you can get the Monado in the game now. And some weird Xenoblade pants. And then some other item, which I don't know what the other item is, but... Yeah, it was just kind of like a random thing they dropped in there with 3 side quests. So that's pretty fun. Like, I think it's good because I think there's going to be a lot of... Maybe not a lot, but some crossover between Zelda and Xenoblade Chronicles. That's funny. So I think that's important for... Let's see if I can get all these. Probably not. I think it'll get some people to think like, oh yeah, the Xenoblade game's coming out. I could get this because it's similar to Zelda. And the Zelda DLC is almost done, so... another moon. So yeah, I think it's really good. Smart DLC. I heard some people complaining about it. I was like, why would you complain about that DLC? I think it's smart. Scavenger armor is the other thing. Yeah, I knew there were 3 things, but I couldn't remember what the last one was. So I would definitely buy Xenoblade 2. I just don't know if I'm going to play Xenoblade 2 for a while. I mean, it might be one of those things where I'm like, all right, well, I have the game, and I'm going to play it like during the summer next year where everybody else is done with it. And I'm like, listen, I need a little bit of time to finish up what I'm working on. Because, like, I'm almost done with Mario and Rabbids. I'm almost done with Golf Story. I'm probably not that far into Fire Emblem Warriors because if you know anything about the Warriors games, there's like a million extra levels. And, yeah, so got a lot to play still. And then, of course, now I've got Mario Odyssey, which you know is going to be, you know, quite a few hours. Probably not as many as I put into Zelda, but you know it's going to be a lot of hours. Let's see what's over here. What an odd stone, indeed. Can't push it either, I bet. No. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll come back to that, I'm sure. Let's go back into the swimming area. Up here. The Water Plaza. Yeah, this game, like we were talking about earlier, it has a lot of very interesting kind of things in it. Like, we talked about the Banjo-Kazooie stuff earlier. That zipping stuff kind of reminds me of, like, Yoshi. It's all, you know, they take a lot from some different series in this game, which I think is good. Because people love nostalgia, they love things that are connected to good memories. So I think it's smart of Nintendo to do that. And yeah, I think with the Wii U, Breath of the Wild got the same DLC. I think that's good because if you own a Wii U and you like maybe you don't even know or care about the Switch yet, or you know you aren't getting one, and then maybe that gives you a reason to buy the Switch. You're like, oh crap, I have a friend that is literally getting the Switch for Xenoblade. So you know, if he has Breath of the Wild for Wii U, he knows about Xenoblade, and it reminds him, like, of course he probably already knows, but if it reminds him Xenoblade's coming out, it's just another way to sell a system at the holiday time. So I think anyway, it's like kind of some slick advertising they're doing there without really spending money to advertise. Because of course not all people that are going to, oh, how did I miss that? That have Zelda are going to want Xenoblade, and not everyone that has Xenoblade, well, maybe everyone that has Xenoblade will get Zelda, but you know what I mean. The paths cross, but they aren't always going to cross. So, now where is this last shard? I've got 4 of them. I think I'm going to get this last shard, and then I think I'm going to... Is it over here? Did I miss it? No, it's... No, I'll just get that. There. I already got the one over here. And I think I'm going to cut the stream off, because I need to finish this video, and I've got some stuff to do this afternoon, but... let's see. I already checked that over there. There's something like behind here. I already got that. Yeah, the fish are definitely, the cheeps are definitely cool in this game. Like, controlling them is really good, and the swimming actually is very responsive, which is usually my... Maybe, did I already unzip that? I guess I'm going to have to let him go to unzip this. Usually, the reason why I don't like swimming is because it's the least responsive. Oh, well, let's see what's in here. The least responsive part of the game, and the controls for the swimming are really good in this, so... let's see what's in here. Right, we're gonna get a moon over there. Swim up. Anything with swim up is good because, as you know, swimming... I hate the swimming parts of the Zelda. That's my... Like, people complain about a lot of stuff in Zelda. I just fell off the edge. People complain about a lot of stuff in Zelda, like the shields and stuff breaking, or about, like, how much it rains. Of course, you know that my least favorite thing in the game are the Stalfos coming out so much at night because they're dumb. But the swimming is definitely the number one thing. Link swims too slow. Seems like Link should be able to swim across like a tiny river, and sometimes he can't. And it's like, oh, I was gonna say, holy crap! I thought that I was fine right there. He really should be able to swim farther and faster than he can. So, like, the swimming in Xenoblade is fine. The swimming, I mean, there are lots and lots of long patches of water, but the swimming in Xenoblade is fine. Mainly because you can't run out of stamina when you swim in Xenoblade. But one thing about the new Xenoblade that I've heard is that people are saying that the battle system in it is like completely like deep and insane. Like, it's gonna be one of the most like. I can't remember who it was. There was like a major YouTuber that does RPGs, and he's like, am I the only one intimidated by the Xenoblade battle system? Because the Direct was so focused on the battle system, which I have not watched yet, but I'm going to watch. So, I thought that was very interesting. Alright. I knew that was going to happen. That's funny. Alright, let's traverse back and get this power moon. And not die, because if you die, then you gotta do it all over again. Alright. Unzip the chasm. I think there's been like 3 or 4 chasm names so far. Alright, let's see if I can find this last shard. In here. Maybe it's back here. Oh, that must be where it came from. Maybe. Ah, there it is. There is the last moon shard. Cool. Let's go get that power moon. Yeah, that's how I feel about that as well, Will. I strongly feel that, you know, weapons are gonna break. They really break in real life. It's fine. And the wood weapons break faster than the steel weapons, and the rusty weapons break faster than the other weapons. Like, it makes sense. So, I think it's fine. Anyway, thanks for tuning into this. I'm going to cut the stream off here. It's been an hour and a half, pretty much. And as always, I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. As always, if you missed any part of today's stream or yesterday's stream, I'm going to be posting the stream here in about a half hour or so. So you will be able to see that stream if you missed it. I'm going to put it all in one video and then give you some of my takes about the game so far. So, you know, check back about a half hour, 45 minutes. You'll be able to go through any part of it. I'll put some timestamps down in the description so that you can see that as well. And then, as always, if you have a game you want me to play, you can always tweet me at RoyalSyrupGamer or email me at royalsyrupgamer@gmail.com, and I'll put those on my list along with Mario 64, which you know, Dexter told me would be a good idea for a playthrough. So going to put that on my list, and I hope you enjoyed my stream today, and check back in about 45 minutes if you missed any of it. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you next time with Royal Syrup Gamer. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Super Sweet Sunday video. I gave you my thoughts and opinions on Super Mario Odyssey, and I also played about 2.5 hours worth of it. If you missed last week's Super Sweet Sunday video, you can click the link at the left where I took on Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And as always, if you still need to subscribe to this channel, click my face in the bottom right-hand corner. Thanks again for watching me, the Royal Syrup Gamer.